Good morning. This is Dr. Pallavi Gupta. Under the subject of healthcare law, we'll discuss professional obligation of doctors under Dentist Act 1958. This is part 1. Under part 1, I will discuss the background of the enactment of the Act, Dentist Act, object of the Dentist Act 1940 Act, introduction about the Dentist Act, Dental Council of India, and the function and power of the Dental Council of India. Regarding the background of the enactment of the Dentist Act 1948, it is said that there was no legal provision for the regulation of the education and training of the dental practitioner, nor for registration of the qualified dentist. The practice of dentistry was unrestricted and unregulated. Except in Bengal, there was a provisional dental council under the Provincial Act. It had resulted in practicing dentistry by untrained or poor trained persons, which posed grave danger to the patients. Thus, it was mooted that there should be an act to regulate practice of dentistry as well as laying down standard of the education and training of the dentist. To achieve this act, the Dentist Act 1948 was prepared and passed. And further, we have to discuss, except in Bengal, where there is a provincial dental council established under the Provincial Act, there is no legal provision for the regulation of the education. It is well known fact that the practice of dentistry by untrained or uneducatedly trained person may constitute a danger to the patient. It is accordingly decided to constitute an Indian Dental Council, which will be empowered to lay down minimum standards of training and provincial councils, which will maintain register of persons entitled to practice dentistry. The Indian Dental Council will also be authorized to enter into agreement with corresponding authorities in other countries for the reciprocal recognition of the qualification. For the purpose of the so here we said that to regulate the profession of dentistry, there was a need to make the law. And except in Bengal, there was no state law, and Bengal law was made under the Government of India Act 1935. Regarding the object and purpose of the Dentist Act 1940 Act. The first object of this act was to establishment of the council at center level and to regulate the practice related to the dentistry or the dental profession. It was also mentioned important that all the state and the center level there will be a register to prepare the details of the dentist, and several procedure or the standard will be laid down to follow by the dentist, dental hygienist, the dental mechanics, who will be entitled to do the practice of the dentist. It was decided the citizen of India. Beside that, the person who were resident of the British India and they were involved in the practice were also entitled to this practice. It was further decided that the existing Bengal Council Act will perform the function of a provincial dental council under this act, and person registered under the Bengal Dental Act will be entitled to registration without payment of the registration. Further, regarding the object of the Dentist Act, it was said that in order that the simple dental aid may be made available to the people as far as possible, provision is made for the registration of the dental hygienist who will be entitled to carry out simple extrudation and perform minor dental work registered medical practitioner. So this was the object and of the act. Regarding the purpose of the act, it is says that it is expedient to make provision for the regulation of the profession of dentistry and for that purpose to constitute dental council. The main purpose was of a dentist act to establishment of the council and to regulate the profession of dentist. Regarding the introduction of the act, it is divided into 5 chapters. The first part is related to the extent and enforcement of the act, constitution of the Dental Council of India, constitution of the State Dental Council, registration, and miscellaneous. Regarding the enforcement introduction of the Dentist Act 1948, it is said that this act came into existence in March 1949. It is applicable in whole of India. Before moving the other provision, we should know certain definition. That is who is dental hygienist, mechanic, dentist. Broadly, dental hygienist is a person who is not dentist, who is not medical practitioner, but this person scales, clean or polishes teeth or give instructions in dental hygiene. Dental mechanic means a person who makes or repair denture and dental applications. As you can see this a picture, it is showing as a dental mechanic, and this picture is showing as a dental hygiene who is polishing or this uh, cleaning the teeth. And dentist means a person who practices the dentistry, means a dental doctor. Dentistry. Dentistry is important to know, and in fact, it is include performance of any operation on and the treatment on any disease, deficiency or the human teeth or jaws, and the performance of radiographic work in connection with the human teeth or jaw or the oral cavity. As you can see, this is the performance of the. This is known as a dentistry. It is a jaw. And further, it is said that the giving of any anesthesia in connection with any such operation or the treatment, the mechanical construction or the renewal of artificial denture or restorative dental applications. Further, it is included that the performance of any operation or the giving of any treatment on any person or any advice to any person who is prepared to or for the purpose of the in connection with the fitting or inserting, fixing, constructing, repairing or renewing of artificial denture or restorative dental applications, and the performance of any such operation and the giving of any such treatment, advice or attendance as is usually performed or given by the dentist. So dentistry means are some function or some operations or the performance or the operation which includes, we say, the work of the dentist. Regarding the constitution of the council, that is known as a Dental Council of India, DCI. Regarding the constitution of DCI, we have to understand the provision of section 3 to section 9. It says that there will be a council at the central level, which known as a Dental Council of India, and the head of the Dental Council of India shall be president and vice president. They will be by the election, and there shall be an executive committee which will compose the member of the Dental Council of India, and the head of the executive committee will be the president and vice president. The council of the which is known as a Dental Council of India shall represent 6 constituencies. Means they will have representation of central government, state government, universities, which is carrying the course of dental education, dental college, medical council of India, private practitioner of dentistry. They will represent in dental council of India. Further, it says that the Director General of the Health Service shall be the ex officio member, both of Executive Council and General Body. The Council elect themselves the President and Vice President and the member of the Executive Committee. And the Dental Council of India shall be a body corporate. Means the council of this council shall be known as a body corporate, and name shall be given as it has been given as a Dental Council of India. The council shall constitute it, executive committee which perform all the procedural, financial, and day-to-day activities of the committee and affair of the council. Normally, the Dental Council of India is financed mainly by the government, central government, or the other source of information, source of income of the council is the share of the fees realized every year by various state dental council, inspection fee from the various dental institution for inspecting, and application fee from the organization to apply for permission to set up new dental college, opening up the higher courses of the study, and increase of the seats in dental college. So this is all about the Dental Council of India. Regarding the function and power of the Dental Council of India, the main function of the DCI is to maintain uniform standard of dental education in India, as to regulate the curriculum in the training of dentists, dental hygienists, and the dental mechanics. It will regulate the level of examination and qualification as well. Regarding the recognition of the dental qualification, section 10 says that the dental qualification granted by any authority or institution in India shall be recognized dental qualification for the purpose of this act, and it shall be included in the part 1 and part 2. Any authority or the institution in India may apply to the central government to have such qualification which is recognized and included to be part in that part, and the central government, after consulting with the council, may include such a qualification in part 2, meaning thereby there are two parts which will maintain the qualification for the dental education. Further, it says that the dental education granted by any authority or the institution outside India may be included in part 3, but it shall be only for the purpose of the registration of the citizen of India only. Where any dental education granted by any authority or the institution outside India and held by the citizen of India is recognized for the purpose of this, for the purpose of the register when it is first prepared. So there are three part 1, part 2, and part 3. It will contain the details of the qualification which is necessary to have dental education. Here uh, the dental qualification of the foreign universities or the other country may also be included if it is held by the Indian citizen and they want to do practice in India. The council means the DCI may enter into negotiation that this part I have already discussed, part 1, part 2, part 3, and recognition of foreign qualification as well. And regarding the scheme of reciprocity, the council may enter into the negotiation with any institution in any state or the country outside India which by law of any such country is interested with the maintenance of the register of the dentist for setting of a scheme of reciprocity for the recognition of the dental qualification. Then the central government may declare that such qualification granted by any authority or any institute in such state or the country, or such qualification shall be a recognized dental qualification for the purpose of this act. Meaning thereby, by making a agreement, the Dental Council of India may recognize the dental qualification for the purpose of this act. As in the case of Soham Mayank Kumar Vyas versus Union of India, it was held that a recognized dental qualification could be either a dental qualification granted on completion of a course of study in an institute whose dental qualification is recognized by the central government, or second, a dental qualification granted by any authority to those who undergo a course of study in an affiliated dental college or institution which was established with the previous permission of the central government. Thus, where the dental qualification is granted by any authority to which several dental colleges are affiliated, the term recognized dental qualification refers to dental qualification granted by a university by undergoing a course of study in an affiliated college or institute established with the prior permission of the central government. So, therefore, the qualification which is mentioned in the part 1, part 2, and part 3, or by the scheme of the reciprocity, will be considered the qualification of dental dentist under this act. Further, it is said the central government may amend the schedule by directing that to make an entry in the in respect of any dental qualification, declaring that it shall be a recognized dental qualification only when granted before the specified time. So, central government is having a power to say which qualification shall be considered as a dental qualification, and that qualification has to be maintained in part 1, part 2, or part 3, or may be considered under the scheme of reciprocity. Permission for establishment of new dental college or new course of study under section 10A. It says that this permission is required for the establishment of the dental college, new higher course of the study, additional seats of the admissions. It says that no person shall establish an authority or the institute for a course of study or the training for the postgraduate or the undergraduate. No authority or the institution conducting a course of study or training, including a postgraduate course of study or training, they will not open a new or higher course of study or training which would enable a student of such course or training to qualify himself for the award of any recognized dental qualification. And they will not increase the admission capacity in course of study or training except without the permission of the central government obtained in according to the provision of this act. Means if anybody want to establish new college or want to introduce new course of study for the training or want to increase the seats of admission, then it can be possible only with the prior permission of the central government. Regarding this, a scheme has to be submitted to the central government. Central government shall submit this scheme to the Dental Council of India to consider, and Dental Council of India will consider this scheme on the basis of the several factor mentioned under section 10 subclauses subclause 7. If the scheme is qualified enough to on the basis of the factor and appropriate, then the DCI will recommend to the central government for the establishment of the either for the dental college or to introduce start a new higher course of study or to increase additional seat of the admission. Let us discuss the procedure. Section 7 says, Section 10 subclause 7 says mentioned it is about the several factors to consider by the DCI at the time of considering the scheme. It says that the central council means DCI by making a recommendation under clause B of the section subsection 3 of section 10, and the central government while passing an order either approving or disapproving the scheme, they shall have due regard to the several factors. For example, first, whether the proposed authority for grant of recognized dental qualification or existing authority seeking to open a new or higher course of study or training would be in a position to offer minimum standard of dental education in conformity with the requirement under section 16A and the regulation under section 20 subclause 1. There are minimum standard of dental education that has to be qualified, confirmed. Second, whether the person seeking to establish an authority or institute or existing authority seeking to open a new or higher course of study or training or to increase its admission capacity has adequate resources. Second point is adequate resources. Whether this authority have the necessary facilities in respect of the staff, equipments, accommodation, training, and other facility to ensure proper function of the authority or institute or the institution or conducting the new course of study or training or accommodating the increased admission capacity have been provided or would be provided within the time limit as specified in the scheme. Adequate hospital facility. It will also consider whether the adequate hospital facilities would be provided or have been provided within the time limit as specified in the scheme. Whether there is a arrangement has been made for the has been made or the program done to impart proper imparting training to the students who are likely to attend such a course, and whether the authority is having the required manpower in the field of practice of dentistry and any other factor as prescribed. So these are the factors which Dental Council of India will consider at the time of approving the scheme for new course, for new establishment, or to increase the seat for the admission. As under this case, the Dental Council of India versus SRM Institute of Science and Technology, it is held that no person can establish a new dental college or include new course of study without obtaining prior permission of the central government as per the provision of this act. Further, it is held that interim order passed by the High Court to complete processing of application even in absence of permission or essentially certificate from the state government, and also in absence of state government and dental council as necessary party is not proper. The plea that state government and the dental council could only aids government of India and have no separate role to play is untenable. It is not acceptable. Means prior permission of the Dental Council of India or central government is required. Regarding non-recognition of the dental qualification in certain cases, this is section 10 subclause B. This is talking about there are certain cases where an authority or the institution established for grant of recognized dental qualification, except with the prior permission of the central government, in according to the provision of this act, no dental qualification granted to any student of such institute shall be a recognized dental qualification for the purpose of this act. Meaning thereby that if the particular authority has taken the permission of the central government and fulfill all the requirement regarding the institution of the regarding the establishment of the institution or the course or seat, Only then the student who get the degree from that institute shall be considered as a recognized degree. Regarding such uniform entrance examination, qualification of dental hygienist and mechanic, it is mentioned under section 10D, 11 and 12. As this, the object of this act is to make the uniform examination system. Section 10D says that there shall be conducted a uniform entrance examination to all dental educational institute at the undergraduate level and the postgraduate level through such designated authority in Hindi, English and such other languages and in such other manner which is prescribed under this act, and the designated authority shall ensure the conduct of uniform entrance examination in the prescribed manner. Regarding the qualification of dental hygienist and dental mechanist, it is mentioned that the any authority in a state which grant a qualification for dental hygienist may apply to the council to have such qualification recognized, and the council may, if things fit, after making inquiry and consulting with the government, state government, may declare that such qualification shall be recognized dental hygiene qualification for the purpose of this act. Meaning thereby state has to apply to council, and council authority has to apply to the council after consultation with the state government and inquiry may declare that such a qualification may be considered as a qualification for dental hygienist. As same in the case of dental mechanics, the council may prescribe the period and nature of apprenticeship or training which shall be undergone, and the other condition which shall be satisfied by a person before he is entitled to be registered under this act as a dental mechanic. So to register as a dental mechanic, and for this purpose, the council may prescribe the time, period, or the condition for the training. Effect of recognition, that is very much required to know. But in simple word, it can be said, any after getting registration, any recognized dental or dental hygiene qualification shall be sufficient qualification for enrollment in the appropriate register of any state. No person shall, after the first register are completed under this act, be entitled to be enrolled in any register as a dentist or dentist hygienist unless he hold a recognized dental or dental hygiene qualification, or as a dental mechanics unless he has undergone training which satisfy the prescribed requirement mentioned under section 12. Meaning thereby the person has to satisfy the qualification mentioned under section 10, 11 and 12, then it will be considered as a valid qualification for the dental practicing. Regarding the other power of the Dental Council of India, which is exercised with the help of the central government, that is power to record information. It says every authority in a state which grant any recognized dental or dental hygiene qualification shall furnish such information as to the council time to time as it is required to furnish. Regarding the inspection, the executive council of the executive committee of the council may made by may attend at any examination held by the authority in a state which grant recognized dental or dental hygiene qualification, and to inspect any institution recognized as a training institute. Meaning thereby, this is the power of the executive committee of the Dental Council of India to inspect or to attend any examination which is held by the authorities in the state for the grant of a degree, the qualification, or as a training institute. And regarding the appointment of the visitors, under section 15A, it says that a visitor shall be appointed to attend the examination, any examination held by any institution in a state which grant recognized dental qualification, and to and to inspect any institute which providing training to the student for recognized dental qualification. So this is the power of the executive committee to attend examination for the purpose of inspection. Further, it says that this is the repetition of the things. Regarding the withdrawal of recognition and recognized dental qualification. What are the grounds for withdrawal of the recognition and recognized dental qualification? It is mentioned in the section 16A. It says that upon the report of the executive committee, which is submitted to the council, that the course of the study and training or the examination to be undergone in order to obtain a recognized dental hygiene qualification, or the condition for admission to such course, or the standard of proficiency required from the candidate at such examination are not in conformity with regulation made under this act, or fall short of a standard required thereby. Second, that an institution does not satisfy the requirement of the council, the council may send recommendation to the government for the withdrawal of the recognition from the institute. Although there is a long procedure, after fulfilling the long procedure, recognition may be withdrawn. Section 16 says that withdrawal of the recognition of the recognized dental qualification, it is the same procedure as it is mentioned under section 16 for the withdrawal of the recognition on the basis of the report of the executive committee. Dental commission grounds are the same. The dental commission of India shall send the recommendation, shall write to the state government why the recognition should not be withdrawn, and it will be asked by the state government to the concerned authority, and after fulfilling the procedure which is things fit at the time, as per the uh, inquiry or investigation, then the recognized dental qualification will be withdrawn. Regarding the other function of the Dental Council of India, it is the making the professional conduct. The council may prescribe standard of professional conduct and etiquette or the code of ethics for the dentist to follow. The council may specify that the violation of this code of conduct or the professional conduct may constitute infamous conduct in any professional respect, that is to say professional misconduct, and such provision shall have effect notwithstanding anything of the contrary contained in any other law for the time being enforced. Meaning thereby the Dental Council of India will make the code of conduct to follow by the dentist. Further, the Indian Register under section 18, the council shall maintain a register of dentists to be known as the Indian Dentist Register, and consisting of the entries in all the state register of dentist. And each state shall supply to the council to, the copies of the state register, so that there should be a consistency. So this is all about the Constitution of the Dental Council of India, its power and function. Broadly, Dental Council of India regulate the dental education, establishment of the new college, introduce of the new courses, increasement of the seats, and recognition of the qualification. The next topic we'll discuss as the state constitution of the state dental council and the professional obligation under part